title will be RBC, and then immediately the video file name after that. And now I'm going to embed all of this in my notes and save it in a special folder. I copy to the clipboard buffer, and then I will start recording, add a comment in my notes with the content of this file name, then run it full screen for the entire 13 minutes.
Another way to do it is going back to this URL up here, just paste in $duplicate equals true. And then you'll be taken to this page where you can duplicate the space. So my account name is called AI Tools Search, and then the space name, you can name it whatever you want. In our case, we can just leave it as the default of RVCHF version 2. For this one, you can see this is the only free option. So let's just choose this. Maximum download size, in this case, is 1.4 gigabytes. This is more than enough for what you need. So let's click duplicate space. Now you can see it's building here, and you can see the logs over here. So this is going to take a few minutes. Now you can either exit the logs here, in which case you'll see your space. And then to pull up the logs again to see the progress, you simply click on this button at the top here. So it is a few gigabytes in size, so it's going to take a few minutes to install all the dependencies and the functions and the libraries to run this. All right, so after a while, you should see this running message instead of building. This indicates that it has successfully duplicated the space into your own account. So we can start using this. Now, the first step is to actually download a voice model. You can see it's empty right now. So we can go to the Resources tab and download a few models. Now, there are plenty of places for you to find AI voice models. If you're new to our channel, definitely check out this video for all the options. So one simple resource is this website called voicemodels.com, which I'll also link to in the description below. And you can search for anyone at the top here. So let's say we want to do Taylor Swift. You can see we have a bunch of options here. So let's just go for the first one. So I'll copy this Hugging Face link and then paste it in here, and then click download. All right, you can see it says error occurred. So you can actually pull up the logs to see what the error is. And here it says, okay, it's trying to download this Taylor Swift file, but it says error 404, not found. So I guess this file was not found. Let's try another one. Let's try this one, 350 epochs. So again, I will copy the link. And then paste it in here. All right, great. This one seems to be working. You can see it has downloaded successfully. The model works for inference and has the index file. Let's download a few more. Next, I'm going to do Gura, and then let's go with this one, RVC version 2, 100 epochs. So again, I'll click on this link and then paste it in here, and then click download.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check the sign first.
Perfect. Now, final one, let's do a male. Let's do Mr. Beast. So let's do this last one here, RVC version 2, 300 epochs. So again, I will copy this link and then paste it in here, and then click download. All right, so we also got that success message. Now let's move on to model inference. This is where we convert my voice, in this case, to another person's voice. So if you click this drop down, you're still going to see nothing. So we need to click refresh. And then if you click it again, you should see the three models that we've just downloaded, Gura, Mr. Beast, and Taylor Swift. Now, I've recorded something on my computer, which I'm going to upload into here. Let me just play this for you real quick. Check out ai-search.io to find all the AI tools for whatever you need. Perfect. So what you could do is drag and drop it into here. you can see it has finished uploading. Now let's select a voice. Let's select Mr. Beast and also select his index file. We don't need to transpose this because it's male to male. Let's click convert and see if this actually works. All right, so you see I'm getting an error here. And this is what I found. I can't actually drag and drop my audio into here. So what you need to do instead is actually clear this. And then here where it says auto detect audio path, you can see that the audio path is actually in the /audios folder. So what you need to do is at the top, go to the Files tab and then go into the Audios folder and then upload your audio file here. So how you do that is you click Add File and then Upload Files, and then we can drag and drop my recording into here. So scroll all the way down and then click Commit Changes to Main. All right, you can see that my recording.wav is now in here. And by the way, your recordings should ideally be in WAV format. Plus, the name should not have any spaces or special characters. If you want to separate words, use underscore instead of spaces. All right, so now that we've uploaded my recording, let's go back to the app. And then you can see it's actually building again, and that's because we've uploaded a file to the audio folder, and this triggers a rebuild of the whole project. So unfortunately, this does take some time. It's going to take a few more minutes. And how you know that it's building is because you see this building message up here instead of running. So let's give this a few more minutes.
3 days later.
All right, so after a few minutes, this should finish building. And instead of building, up here, you should see running. So we are good to go. And if you refresh this list, looks like everything is empty again. So unfortunately, you do need to download everything again. So it's best to upload your recordings first into the audios folder before you do this step. So I'm going to copy the model download links again and then paste them into here. So here's Mr. Beast. I'm going to click download. Here's Gura, which I will click download. And finally, Taylor Swift, which I will click download. All right, so once I'm finished this step, let's go back to model inference and then click refresh, and then you should see the 3 models here. Let's do Mr. Beast first. And now instead of just dragging and dropping my audio into here, I'm going to select from this dropdown and choose my recording. And let's also set the index file of Mr. Beast over here. And that's all we need to do. I don't need to transpose this because it's male to male. So let's click convert. While this is converting, you can also pull up the logs to see the progress. So you can see that it's doing all of these steps now and it's processing. So this is a good sign. It's a sign that this is working. You can see now the audio is saved, and now if you close this and scroll back down here, you can see that the audio has successfully been processed. So let's play this.
Check out ai-search.io to find all the AI tools for whatever you need.
Perfect. So we can download this by clicking this arrow. Let's do Taylor Swift now. So Taylor Swift, it's male to female. I would set this to, let's try 10 first and see what that sounds like. And then for the index, I will choose Taylor Swift. Then we can go ahead and click convert. All right, let's see what this sounds like.
Check out ai-search.io to find all the AI tools for whatever you need.
That's pretty good. All right, now finally let's do Gura. So I'm going to check Gura here, and then we'll choose Gura's index file. And her voice is a bit higher pitch, so I'm gonna choose like 13 or something. And then let's click convert. All right, let's hear what this sounds like.
Check out ai-search.io to find all the AI tools for whatever you need.
Pretty good. Finally, let's cover text-to-speech. So it's in this TTS tab over here. Here's where you type in what you want them to say. So let's try. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Seriously, please do subscribe to our channel. It really helps the algorithm show our videos to more people. All right, so if you want to learn more about all these different settings in text-to-speech, again, we already did a full tutorial on that. So check out this video for more info. But for right now, I'm just going to show you the basics. So for the RVC model, if you click this drop down and you don't see anything, you got to click this refresh again, and then you can see your models. So let's do Mr. Beast first, and then here's where you can choose 2 different algorithms, Edge and Bark. Now, Edge does have more voices in different dialects in different locations, so I would definitely choose Edge as the default. And then TTS model, here is where you choose the voice and the dialect. So for English, we got to scroll all the way down to EN, and you can see there's different locations. So here's EN Australia. This is an Aussie accent, and then I'm guessing this is a Canadian accent, and then this is a British accent, and then all the way down here is a US accent. So let's choose Eric, because we are doing Mr. Beast, which is a male. All right, so if all is good, let's click convert. And so what this does is it first makes Eric read out this text, and then it converts Eric's voice into Mr. Beast's voice. So you're actually going to get two audio files. One audio file over here is Eric's voice, and this audio file is Mr. Beast's voice. So let's first play Eric's voice.
Remember to subscribe to our channel.
All right, so that's Eric, and here's Mr. Beast.
Remember to subscribe to our channel.
It's a very epic way of talking. All right, let's do the other two voices now. So let's try Taylor Swift. And for Taylor Swift, we can choose a female now. Let's do Jenny. And then for the index file, let's change that to Taylor Swift. And then click Convert. All right, let's hear what Taylor Swift sounds like.
Remember to subscribe to our channel.
Oh my god, I don't know why. Why does she sound so high-pitched? But that's why it's always better to do voice-to-voice than to do text-to-speech, because you can really control the pronunciation and the emphasis and the intonation word for word. Anyways, finally, let's try Gura. So I'm going to change the model and the index file to Gura, and then click Convert. All right, let's hear what this sounds like.
Remember to subscribe to our channel.
All right, this sounds pretty good. So that's pretty much it. We've covered voice-to-voice conversion. We've covered text-to-speech. The only thing that's missing here is training your own voice model, in which case this will not work. You need a GPU to train a voice model. And if you don't have one, again, we made this video where we show you how to train your own voice model in Google Colab for free. So definitely check out that video. And that's all there is to it. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
So now I want to start Pixar and save it and demonstrate how that works. So I click on the Pixar icon, I bring it up, and I select stop record. Then I want to save it. Then I want to take a previous Pixar file and overwrite it with today's topic. Only thing I would like to change here is the path. So first of all, I want to get rid of the path that is existing there, replace it by space, and then I want to update the date and the time. So today is 10/24. I'm going to upgrade it 10/23 to 10/24. Ultimately, this will be automated. So this is why I'm explaining this method of working. Remove the subscript of E every new day, and the correct day today is not Wednesday, it is Thursday. So the abbreviation will be capital T and lowercase h. I have to close the cap, capital T and lowercase h, and the time of the day is 11:12 a.m. So I remove the PM and I insert 11.1212 a.m. This is the start time. It's going to be a zip type of file, so I keep the zip there. Now I got an entire file name with the prefix of the date and time. Then I mark the path to pixar.exe, which stands for Problem Step Recorder Executable. P for problem, S for steps, R for recorder, problem step recorder, and .exe for executable. Now I mark the path and copy it to the clipboard buffer. Now that I have the path in the clipboard buffer, I'm going to insert it at the beginning of the file name position, in the beginning of the file name field position. So paste it in there as a prefix, then followed by a backslash, and now I got a complete string of a prefix with a path to psr.exe and the body of the file name that contains the time and date, my video file name .mpeg, and how to use RVC retrieval-based voice conversion. Voice conversion is twice, which I don't need, so I'm going to delete one time extra voice conversion here, and online for free. One other thing that it forgot to mention is artificial intelligence, AI. So I'm going to put that how to use AI at the beginning, how to use capital A period, capital I period, and then also put periods at the end of each abbreviation letter, like R period for retrieval, V period for voice, and C period for conversion. And now I got my complete file name. To review it again, I'm going to focus the cursor on the first input field of the Save As dialog box and examine it. Now, this is the first input field of the Save As dialog box, and then I move to the last input field, which is file name, or one before the last. The last one is Save As type, and I keep that as a zip file. Mark it with the cursor, and now that it is marked, I'm going to copy, right mouse click and copy to the clipboard buffer. Then save it to the file, then review additional details and scroll up to see that that was 51 steps. And you can see as I'm scrolling up that I captured, every time I click the mouse, I captured the screen that are related to that. So I have the screen images for a PowerPoint presentation about how to create this voice, this RVC, retrieval voice conversion. And now I want to start a new recording and add a comment that includes the previous file name with the prefix of the path. Okay. And now I'm ready to go to the next step and continue the search for AI voice retrieval conversion. It is really, it should say at the beginning, AI retrieval voice conversion. So let's put in the retrieval voice conversion in the search, that is retrieval, enclosed in double quote. I do a search like that on YouTube and hope to get the latest and greatest discussions about it. I want to add later the word free. And TTS too. TTS is another abbreviation. So I'm going to put T period TS and click the search button again. So here you see something from a year ago, 6 months ago. In the meantime, I can take this URL and paste it in my notes, paste the result, and also show the search string and review it again. paste it and save the file. And now we can scroll down to see use AI to clone any voice, sing any song for free. RVC or Web UI.
Hello, and welcome to more nerdy rodent geekery, voice-to-voice technology. In case you're not aware of what this is, it basically allows you to change one voice into another voice. A bit like having an AI voice changer. And the best part, everything you need is now all in one app, plus it's really quick to train as well. So here it is, the retrieval-based voice conversion web user interface. Hardly a mouthful at all. You may be aware that AI singing voice conversion can be a bit of a task, as there are multiple stages involved before you can create your masterpiece video with John Cena dancing while listening to Abraham Lincoln singing the very latest K-pop song. First, you need to collect a bunch of voice samples, process them, train a model, separate the vocals from the music track you're changing if you don't already have them separately, run your new AI.
Are you tired of using the same boring AI voice models?
Do you wish you could perfectly clone anyone's voice with just a few audio clips on your computer?
Well, now you can.
And today, I'm going to show you how.
Hello humans, when we scale your air overload and
oh boy, this video is gonna be insane!
Because today I'm going to teach you how to perfectly clone anyone's voice for free on your local computer.
Imagine having Morgan Freeman reading you a bedtime story as you're falling asleep.
Another thing that is important here.
Back with another video again.
Web
Guys,
UI.
back with another video again.
Wow, this software is so cool. Oh, that is my old friend. Can we get to the tutorial? Can I get my
voice back? Hello everyone. So in the previous video we saw that how to create an AI clone voice using a pre-trained model. So in this video we will see that how we can create our own model to replicate someone's voice. Especially in this video we will see that how we can replicate Neil Tyson voice. I hope that you all know this person, Neil Tyson. He is an astrophysicist. I'm a great...
Hola y bienvenido nuevo al canal. Здравствуйте и добро пожаловать снова на канал. Konnichiwa, channel ni mata okoshi itadaki. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hallo und willkommen zurück im Kanal. Bonjour et bienvenue sur la chaîne. Hello, welcome back to the channel where we discuss the creative...
I'm going to show you how I create high-quality
datasets for my AI training.
This is important in order to get a good sounding model. So
What's up? I'm Troubleshoot, or welcome back to another video. In this quick AI guide, I'll be taking you through a relatively new tool that absolutely blew me away. That's the retrieval-based voice conversion.
Today we're going over real-time AI
voice changing using the RVC
models from the previous videos. Let's go ahead and...
If you want to do unlimited voice conversions,
Today I'm going over the AI voice. This text-to-speech technique merges Tortoise and RVC together to create very accurate voice cloning. Let me show off one quick project and then we're going to jump into how exactly I do it. So you know that audiobook maker that I had shown off in some videos? You can make audiobooks with this and I think it is just fantastic.
In my younger and more vulnerable years,
A few weeks ago, I shared this video where this guy claims to turn into a cute girl in real time. You can see that even when he pinches his face, it remains consistent.
已经是很完善的，包括像这种捏脸什么的，它都是一个常规操作。
Now, it's possible to create high-quality educational content with AI.
Hello, and welcome to this course. I'm Susan, your new instructor.
The online education market is predicted to quadruple in the next decade, taking it to a market size of over $800 billion. What is the process for creating your own online course with AI? First, we're going to talk about the niche, and this is where we find appropriate areas to create content for. Then we move on to syllabus engineering, where we map out exactly what is the content of the course. And there are some really useful AI tools that we can use. The next step is a very fun one, and that is where we get to design the instructor, choose the traits, the appeal of our teacher, and then beyond the visual characteristics, we're also going to spend some time looking at the voice design. And that's a very crucial part of the process, because the main way that people will be learning through these online courses is auditorially. Next up, it's merging the two together and creating perfectly lip-synced videos. And finally, I'm going to give you some of the best insights that I've gathered from launching courses over the years. So let's kick things off with a little bit of niche or niche discovery. Now, the first thing to consider is, how are we going to encourage people to pay for our course? And to do that, we have to ignite one of the three main triggers of human motivation. And that is, we need to demonstrate how is this going to affect our students' health, wealth, or relationships. These are the key three areas of life that we can use to persuade people to invest in themselves. And what you want to do is, you can think about timeless concepts, and then you want to package them in a contemporary way. Now, what we're thinking about here is, how can we tie these triggers into an existing concept? So essentially, with any skill that you are teaching people, what you want to demonstrate to them is that by learning this skill, they're going to increase their capacity to charge more for a service, or they're going to be able to start their own business. And this has to be the transformational angle that you present for any type of skill-based learning. Now, if you want some more ideas of trending topics, you can check out the website Exploding Topics. And this is a website that neatly presents some of the most trending topics through Google. Now, another one here is AI logo generator. So you could take the concept of logo design and make it into a course, but using AI. So it could be AI brand designer. Another incredibly useful tool to use to find out where there is a market demand is to go onto Udemy, which is an online course platform, and they have a fantastic insights tool where you can put in the concept of your topic, and it will give you a recommendation as to how competitive this is and how much demand there is. You might put in logo design, for example. Now, there is a high student demand and there is a high number of courses. So the next step, once you have a topic for your course, is to create the syllabus. Now, doing this, we are going to take a look at a very useful AI tool inside of an online course creator called Kajabi. Now, Kajabi has a free trial that you can use to create the syllabus of your course. And if you don't want to move forward putting your course on Kajabi, you can just cancel your trial. I have a link to Kajabi in the description below, and Kajabi is the platform that I use for my courses. So we can come in here and put in our title course. Let's call it AI Course Crafter, and make sure you have this on below. Use this info to generate content and additional resources. Click on Next. Kajabi immediately takes the idea of your course and creates a course syllabus. Now, it doesn't just create the course syllabus, it actually puts this into modules and creates individual lectures for you immediately. So straight away, in just seconds, we have an entire course outline. We have 4 modules with 3 lectures in each. So first of all, we have an introduction to AI in online course creation, with AI in education, understanding AI, introduction to AI course crafter. For the first version of your course, I suggest aiming for 3 to 5 modules and 12 to 20 lectures. If you come into any of these individual lectures, you'll see that Kajabi has automatically created a course description, and this is perfect content for then expanding on and creating a script for our lecture. So what we're going to do is, we're going to copy this and we're going to come into ChatGPT. Now, you can use any version of ChatGPT for this, and what we're going to do is, we're going to paste in the description of the lecture. We're then going to use a specific prompt that I have generated. Now, if you'd like to follow along with this process, I've put together a free guide which you can download using the link in the description below. And in there, you're going to find a whole host of different prompts that you can use to speed up the process of creating your course. You'll also have some example presenters that you can either use or have as inspiration for creating your own. If you are new here, I'm AI Samson, and on this channel, we explore the entrepreneurial opportunities in AI. And essentially, all you have to do is paste in the lecture description from Kajabi into the prompt as specified. Now, a big tip for creating online courses is to keep each of your lectures short and focused on a single subject. This is great for a number of reasons. First, it helps you to stay organized when you're creating your course content. Second, it helps people navigate accurately through the courses and find information they're looking for. And thirdly, it helps give students a sense of progress. So once you're happy with that, you can take it and you can make any adjustments that you like. Now, next up, it's the most exciting part of the process that I enjoy the most, and that is creating your own teacher. This is where we get to create a personality, a human connection for our students to relate with in their course. Now, we're going to be using a specific tool for this, and it not only allows allows us to generate consistent characters with AI. It creates some of the most realistic outputs possible. It leverages the brand new Flux models for creating highly realistic AI images like this. Now, this tool also has an inbuilt lip syncing feature, which means that we can use this one tool to generate all of the images of our teacher and also generate the audio voices for our content, and then even merge those together to create a live video of our teacher delivering the content for our course. Now, RenderNet is also the sponsor for this segment of the video, so thank you to RenderNet for allowing this content to be possible. Now, bear in mind that the interface of RenderNet may update periodically, but the concepts that I'm explaining here will stay the same. That is also a pro tip for creating any online course based around software, is that you want to mention that the software may update over time, but the concepts that you're learning will remain the same. So come to RenderNet, make sure to use the link in the description below to get a special discount. And you can go to Launch App. Now, from here, we're going to go into Studio. We're in Studio, and the first thing to do is select the Flux model. This is in the top tab on the left-hand side. Second, come to Magic, and this is where we can find some specific styles to apply to our images. Now, I recommend coming to Realistic, selecting Portrait. Now, you can also come to the Pro tab, and what I want you to select here is Epic Realism, which is on the second row. Next up, you want to select the aspect ratio, and I recommend creating your content in 16:9. This is the standard size for creating video long-form content. So you click on aspect ratio and then select 16:9. Now, I also recommend that you can create the maximum amount of images in one go. This will use more credits, but it will save you time because you can quickly generate a lot more variations of your tutor. Now, I'm quite interested in evolutionary psychology, and I did a little bit of research for you before this video so that you can create the most relatable and intelligent looking professor for your video possible. And I picked out a few key studies related to the physical traits of a human being and their perceived likeliness of intelligence. So the first study I found was we found a positive correlation between perceived intelligence and perceived attractiveness. So I recommend that we make our teacher beautiful. Now, the second study I would like to introduce you to is this one, which says that people with higher levels of cognitive function were more likely to need glasses. The study suggests a genetic correlation between intelligence and myopia. So there is a stereotype that people with glasses are more intelligent, and this isn't just a perceived stereotype. There is actual scientific evidence backing this up. So next up, I suggest that you put your teacher in glasses. Now, I have a specific prompt that I've developed, and that is available in the guide, which you can copy and adapt for your own liking. So you can specify exactly what ethnicity or gender that you would like. So what you then do is paste your prompt into RenderNet and go ahead and press generate. Now, these take around about 20 to 30 seconds to generate, and I will show you a few examples of the people that I have generated. So as you can see, we have our tutor on a green screen, and this is key because we're going to be able to remove the background in our videos so we can put some supportive learning materials behind our teacher. It also means that we can resize them and put them down into the corner. Now, I had a lot of fun creating a variety of different attractive teachers who I would be inspired to learn by, and I put a collection of example tutors that I've created in the guide for you to use as well. And here are some of them. I particularly like her. What are you going to teach me, love? Teach me about hands. Now, I recommend looking for an example that has a medium shot where you have the teacher with their hands visible and it's just the upper body. Pretty much exactly what I have here. I think this is a very appropriate composition for teaching. So once you've found a teacher that you like, that you've created, the next step is to click on the image, and what we're going to do is we're going to use True Touch. Now, this is a feature inside of RenderNet that takes our image, it upscales it, and adds in some fine details that really lift the realism of our character. So click on this, and then you're going to have to go to Scale Factor. And for this 16:9 size of image, we have to put this down to 1.5. Finally, we go to Enhance. Now, whilst that is generating, we are going to create some more images of our teacher. And to do that, simply, all we have to do is come into the image, and then we're going to go to Pose Lock. We're going to select the image again, and we're also going to go to Face Lock. Now, at the bottom, you can see that both of these are selected. Then we're going to keep our prompts, but we're going to change the background. This means that we can keep our tutor the same, but we can have a few different shots that we use to keep visual variety when generating our course content. Now, this is how our teacher has turned out, And this is her in a couple of different situations. Now, the next step is that we need a short video of our teacher expressively talking to the screen, which we can then use to lip sync on top of. And to use this, we need to use an AI video generator. Now, there are a few options for this, and they each have their advantages and disadvantages, as well as different price points. Now, if you're looking to use the most reliable one, then I suggest using Runway. This is also probably the most expensive. Now, a free option that I can recommend is Luma Labs, and this gives you a few free credits to use every day. And this is enough for finishing this project. So I will show you this in both Luma and Runway. In Luma, you can upload an image by clicking on the image icon. We're then going to place the image from RenderNet in, and then we're going to use a specific prompt. Now, this is a prompt that is also available in the guide below. And what this says is it is a tripod static shot. Presenter stands confidently looking directly at the camera in a presentation style, speaking with engaging expressions and hand gestures. Green screen background. Now, this is simply to make sure that we get the perfect shot for our video. And with Luma Labs, I recommend that you click on loop. This is a useful feature, which means that we can play the clip over and over again, and you won't be able to tell that it's a new clip. This is very effective for very long pieces of dialogue in our video. Now, once you're ready, you can go ahead and press send. Now, to do this in Runway, you come to the video creation settings. You go to Gen 3 Alpha. You can also go to Turbo, which is a faster version, and you're going to upload your image. Once it's uploaded, we can put in the same prompt, and you can select either 5 or 10 seconds. Finally, we go to Generate. Here are a few examples that I've made already in Runway, and you can also find these in the collection of free materials in the link in the description below. Now, let me show you the output. This is the same image in both Runway and Luma. Now, I would say that these have both performed adequately, but I would say that Runway has a higher degree of fidelity and realism. You can see.
This is why I stopped shopping.
Okay, so this will be it for now. I would like to